What? What? Did he say over? Wait! No! Come on! Maximilian, set him up! Down electric! After everything he's done for you!
There's one thing in the ring, and that's Maximilian Montclair.
I don't fight for free. Why don't you put your title out? Wow! And maybe then I'll accept your challenge.
I'll take it.
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Millennium Pro Wrestling is happy to present You Got Mail! Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to have this amazing audience here up in Chatsworth. My name is Ario. I'm being joined alongside Chase Mansfield here at the booth. We are so excited to have a magnanimous card for you folks. You're going to need 128 gigabytes of RAM for all of this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, our main event has the handsome devil, Diego Valens, putting up his non-your-nice #1 contendership for Millennium Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against none other than a man who is 1 in a million, Max qualifier matches tonight to decide who's going to be part of a triple threat to go head-to-head against Dustin Jack Daniels for the Millennium Pro Wrestling National Championship in just 1 week for Heavy Rain. Ladies and gentlemen, in just 1 week, one of our biggest events of the year. But before we get there, why don't we kick off the night hot by having a qualifier match as our opening bout? Who's ready for it? One more time, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for some wrestling? Your opening bout is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. And it is a qualifier match for the Millennium Pro Wrestling National Championship Triple Threat. Your referee for this contest, St. Clair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for taking time in your busy schedules to be joining us here, not from the digital world, but from 19801 Nordoff Place here in Chatsworth, California, where tonight your notification box has plenty of emails, and if you check it, well, it's stated, you've got mail. And tonight, MPW presents to you, You've Got Mail, where tonight, in our main event, we see the implosion, finally, of Hotmail.com.
That is a shiny jacket right there, if I do say so myself. With the lighting we got going here right there, he's just kind of reflective all over the place. It's reflective of J2's magnanimous personality.
J2 Mattioli styling and profiling tonight in your opening contest. And it's no entrance for J2 Mattioli if it ain't equipped with a little bit of a sing-along. So whether you're here in attendance or of course at home watching on YouTube, we implore you to join the Playmaker in serenading tonight's proceeding.
Look at Ario's mouth moving a little bit. He's trying not to. I want to see Sinclair sing to this thing.
See, I don't know if you know this, but Ario is a very big fan of The Weeknd. I'm actually stunned he's not singing the song along with J2 Mattioli.
He's having to bite his lip. He starts mouthing the words, and then I think he realizes he's ring announcing, and then he pulls himself back in.
Well, as we know, ladies and gentlemen, this is just one of 2 qualifiers we have for that triple threat coming to you just next week That's right, that'll be January 23rd at Heavy Rain, where our champion, Dustin Daniels, will be putting his title on the line. That's right, putting his title on the line against one of these two heavy-handed men. Will it be J2 Mattioli or the Bar-Time Brawler? And of course, as we know, the man who's always got a pair of brass knuckles in that back pocket, Chuck Mercer. But it's tremendous to see, Logan, tonight, if we'll actually see Mercer either win this one on his own accord or, of course, with the hardware that he's always packing.
Well, and for him, this is a little bit of a redemption opportunity because during that, naughty or nice presents giving, he came up with the short end of the stick, the only one that came out without a title shot. This is a chance for him, if he can win this tournament and get a shot at the national title, maybe he can salvage some dignity from that whole situation.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest of You Got Mail. Coming to you at the desk, I am Chase Mansfield, joined alongside Ario Amin and, of course, Lethal Logan X. And my goodness, what a match we have to kick off this wily card in the Playmaker versus the Bar-Time Brawler. Two of, again, the most heavy-handed individuals we have, but also two powerhouses in their own right, and two men who have held that MPW National Championship, MPW Main Championship, and that heavyweight title.
Right, Chuck has not ever held the national champion, but he is a former MPW World Champion, as is J2. J2 has held the national championship twice.
Ooh, you can hear that mean. Wow!
That took him right off his feet.
There was a wild bitterness, of course, to Chuck Mercer, but all that aggression is losing him his logic and his timing right now as J2 is taking advantage.
You can see Mattioli using that power to his advantage. That ring moving inch by inch with every power slam, with every, as you can see, strike, and now sent into a sit-down bases with that single leg kick. Oh, but only a one count from Mattioli.
And I saw J2 got to the building about 1 o'clock in the afternoon today. I had a little bit of a conversation with him. He's drinking a protein shake with a banana in the morning, nothing but white rice and chicken during the evening. He is trying to slim down. If you notice, he's got abs that he didn't have a little while ago. He's focused on his diet right there. He wants to make 2026 a big year for him. And, what would be really good for him is if he can get through this tournament and become the national champion. That would definitely start him off on the right foot in January of 2026.
Ooh, of course, Chuck Mercer trying to serve up his own plate of chops for J2. Following up, though, off the ropes. J2 with a flurry of forearms at this point.
Done, Ario. Oh, look for that super kick on the apron.
Following up with a big senton. Over top, all the way crashing down in the cover.
And what I liked was he used a lot of movement there to go outside the ring and then to come back in, but in doing so, he was target efficient in both places with a boot on the side of Chuck Mercer's head and then using the way back in to hit a senton on Chuck Mercer's torso.
Absolutely, J2 tonight firing on all fronts, and again, against someone like the Bar-Time Brawler, how can you not? This is, of course, MPW of old, as we would say, for Chuck Mercer. But he's brought in a new old-school style, and now taking that iconic hairband out of Mattioli, not giving the people what they want, Ario.
Well,
also ruined the perception right now. J2 Mattioli, of course, having his hair and his bangs covering over much of his eyes at this point, and with the sweat covering over, it might cost him the late game here if he isn't able to put him away quickly.
I don't like that he was screwing around there trying to get his hair tied up, and he got caught, and this whole match has been reversed as a result of that.
Now again, for Chuck Mercer had it scouted, throwing away the hair tie, and now, because the hair draping down over the face of Mattioli, using it to his advantage and throwing him back on the apron. You can see just a kick swiftly to the back of J2's head. Got him hung up against those ropes. Looking to squeeze the life out of J2, potentially stop the airflow to the larynx.
The rope. Oh my God!
Jesus. Did you see that impact on that?
That was vicious.
And Raviolis could fix his hair before the match even starts. I know he likes to pop the fans by doing that, but look at the trouble he's in now because of it.
This is a game of seconds at the end of the day. Any type of hesitation can cost you, but listen to that crowd.
Sometimes old tropes, even playing to the crowd, can cost you. And tonight we're seeing that with J2 Mattioli. Maybe took too long of a second to try to get them in his wheelhouse, and now just taking that suplex.
You got the
Boy to
fulcrum. You guys see that, right? The fulcrum that, of course, Chuck Mercer's able to get with that low center of gravity, but it also means that whenever he drops down, it's going to cost him as well. Big Enziguri there, following it up.
Yeah, combination of kicks, exclamation point with that Enziguri as J2 Mattioli gets with that MPW faithful, but eats a spine buster. Now go for the cover.
Arn Anderson like spine buster right there by Chuck Mercer.
The quick kick out from the playmaker.
Ooh, my God, a little bit of the crown on the head there, a little bit of the back brain stem too for Mattioli.
And you got to think Mattioli again now putting his sights towards that national title. But you got to think, still thinking about the upset that happened just last week when him, of course, those Radiant Kings, him and Jake Redondo were not able to capture those tag team titles. And you got to think, who was it due to? Well, the masked man. And that masked man being Jake Mays, the man who Jake Redondo had left behind for J2 Mattioli.
Oh, yeah, that's not the only man that might be bitter about losing in the ring right now. Honestly, for all 26 so far, Chuck Mercer has been on a terrible losing streak, and it's made him more and more embittered by the week.
You're absolutely right about that, and nobody's going to be grouchier about it than he is. And he's already sneaking those, brass knuckles into the ring all the time. I don't know how he gets away with that, and Sinclair doesn't find it before the match starts.
Sleight of hand, it's within the history of professional wrestling. It's only illegal if you get caught. With a big lariat like that, he might have caught him there.
Yeah, Mattioli meeting him at the ropes. Now looking to get back in the game. The playmaker has got it scouted, and now he is looking to get that PS2. Slamming him down and going for the cover.
280-pound man, he just did that too right there.
Again, tail of the tape is in the favor of both men. While Mattioli may have the strength advantage tonight, we have seen the striking ability on Chuck Mercer, the ability to change the match at a moment's notice with his brawling style, that brute-like force. We'll have to see which one of these two Goliaths is able to stand tall at the end of tonight. And again, who is going to be even at 100% for next week's national title match?
That's a great point.
The hangover to J2 Mattioli.
Oh, barely there.
The great point you just made, Chase. The national champion is actually off this week. He's sitting at home, recuperating, have a nice week off from wrestling. But all four of his possible challengers for that match are going to go through this rigmarole here tonight and end up beaten down by the time they get in front of the champion.
Yeah, I think Dustin Daniels might not like that triple threat coming to us next week at Heavy Rain. But again, he is going, as you said, into that match with two wounded dogs. And for Daniels, you got to think he's got to be watching this match with big eyes and thinking, what am I going to pinpoint on these injured men? But
gentlemen, I don't know if you've ever seen a pickpocket from Ireland, but whoa, J2's able to counter.
Oh, playmaker lariat.
Avoiding the brass knucks, there's a cover. He's got it.
J2 moves on to Heavy Rain.
Your winner, following the Heavy Rain National Champion Triple Threat, J2 Mattioli.
Huge win for J2. Chuck Mercer might want to abandon them getting them knuckles because he completely took his eyes off his opponent. J2 was able to set up for that playmaker lariat. Now he moves on to a match where he can leave with some gold.
Again, it's always those little mistakes that have cost Chuck Mercer for the last half of 2025 and also into 2026. He had the match won, but instead, when he used that patented brass knuckles and that moment's notice, J2 was able to turn the tides, hit that playmaker lariat, and cash his way in the Heavy Rain. Of course, we still got another qualifier later on tonight between Jake Redondo and Jake Mays. And stick with us, because coming up next is Jeremiah Fresh versus Captain Daniel Moon.
El Capitone.
Our next bout is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to you with MPW's You've Got Mail. My name is Chase Mansfield, and tonight I am joined alongside for this next match with none other than Brendan Devine. Brendan, very nice to see you here at the desk.
Thanks, Chase. It's nice to be out here. I guess this is something we're doing now. More wrestlers talking on microphones.
Jeremiah Fresh, as we know, the leader of the Heartless Kings and the man with the any title, anytime card. He won at Naughty or Nice, but he has made it very clear that the title, yes, of course, that's what I'm talking about.
He was
right
in the middle
now.
of talking about it. Relax, but
The title that he has made it clear that he's going after, of course, is that World Championship, that MPW World Championship that Busio holds around his waist. As we know, making his entrance right now is none other than Captain Daniel Moon, who, Brendan, last time we saw standing in the ring with you was face to face with Logan X standing at his feet.
yeah, look. There's a million things I could say about Daniel Moon, but I'm going to save those. How about that? We'll just watch the match, put in a good word for what we got going on. I mean, look at Jeremiah Fresh. The guy's a stud. The guy's at the top of his game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw him win the biggest prize there at Naughty or Nice for 2025. I mean, usurping the leader of the Heartless Kings in J2 Mattioli. And my, he had a banger year, but so did Daniel Moon, who came back after 7 long years on the shelf.
I mean, banger year. He came back in September. Now he's had a banger year.
We've seen countless individuals. I mean, we saw none other than the leader of Los Suavecitos. We saw for CJ Tino, G-Sharp himself, come down to take on Daniel Moon. And of course, Moon tonight looking to get back into singles action, looking to get back to the upper echelon of the title contention. But last time we saw Moon here, it was against, it was against 2X with Danny Devine as part of the Millennials, a team used to be a part of, Brendan. And I gotta ask
The Millennials is old news, man. What do you want out of that? You know, that's ancient history. I tried to help with Danny last week, didn't really work out. Where was Daniel Moon then? You know
we saw, I mean, you and Danny come together last week, him and Daniel come together 2 weeks ago. Who's to say the Millennials can't get back on the same page?
Me.
Well, of course, doesn't pay to live in the past right now, of course, but right now, presently, with a big waist log, we got Jeremiah Fresh, and a man who has the present opportunity at any time, anywhere here at MPW to be able to challenge for any of the titles. And of course, I think it's going to be that Millennium Pro Wrestling heavyweight title.
I mean, how's it? Of course, you're going after the biggest fish you can, and Jeremiah Fresh isn't stupid. I mean, that's the only title he hadn't gotten, right?
Absolutely.
Been tag champ, been national champ, world title's all that's left.
Absolutely, looking to become Triple Crown champion just like Dustin Daniels was just a couple weeks ago. And of course, looking to add the top prize in the game. And as Brendan said, the only title he hasn't held, but Daniel Moon is looking to soften him up before he can get to that opportunity. And again, if Moon can beat the man who is holding any time, or any title at any time, you gotta think he's gotta put him in contention for, again, any title of his choosing.
Wow.
Excellent physical awareness right now. Look at this. Just wrapping around Jeremiah Fresh, a man who stands well over 6'3" at this point, boys. Very, very tall man.
Now, I mean, you're not going to win matches by giving space. If you're on top, you know, stay on top. What's he doing?
Yeah, Moon, again, looking to be in the corner of the MPW faithful as they chant Moon's house. But again, he proved there in that little exchange that he was better in the grappling sense against Jeremiah Fresh, and now catch him on the nose with that back kick. Got him in the zone, as we can see for that. Cannonball senton.
Might be like a rail gun, if anything, there, as he goes for a cover. Almost able to take out Fresh there, potentially, as he's checking in, make sure that nose is locked in place. All the cartilage is still there.
And Daniel Moon has taken on larger opponents before and has taken them down, but none as tall and as big as Jeremiah Fresh. But now, potentially looking to go for that full Moon, but again, it's a long way down with such a big
hair
opponent.
grab. You don't see that right now. Scarlett, of course, catching it finally at the last minute
Watch
there.
Fresh here. Watch out. Hold on.
Whoa! Oh, dropping him on that top rope.
Yeah, looking to hang him up to dry and falling up. And, big old slam.
That could be it right there.
But Daniel Moon kicking out, but again, a lot taken out of him already in mere moments into this match.
You know what, Brendan, you brought up a very good point. Why wasn't Moon staying on the advantage when he was on top of Fresh earlier? And honestly, I think it has to do with the fact that nothing's really on the line right now. He wanted to try and test and gauge this new challenger.
You know, I gotta be honest, Ari, I kind of gotta disagree. Every match you have has gotta be important. I mean, Daniel Moon he said he had a great year last year, sure, but like, that's 4 months. 2026 is a brand new year. If he wants to be doing anything relevant, he's got to be stacking up those wins. And at the tail end of 2025, he didn't.
I guess we're kind of moving out of the feeling stage at this point. We got to start making these actions matter. I mean, honestly, you're right. Thinking about it right now, Moon hasn't really having the best winning streak when it comes to trying to claim big gold here at MPW as of late.
He shows up and he shows out, but does not always leave with a win. We have seen that especially in 2026, and we saw that last week in that tag title match.
I'm not saying Jeremiah Fresh has been the absolute end-all, but he's a serious contender. I mean, look at this guy. He's on top. He's been in control. He's using his brain.
Oh, I mean, can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, even at this point, Fresh potentially not only picking up this victory, but at any time he could be having the biggest gold in the company around his waist. Potentially even like...
Well, there's no Busio tonight, so he's going to be holding on to it for at least another week.
That's true. That's true.
See now Jeremiah Fresh trying to get in the head of Daniel Moon, looking for those clubbing blows, looking to take out the foundation of the captain, potentially neutralize those high-risk maneuvers we have seen Moon pull out at a moment's notice. Now grabbing at the tights, looking for a potential, back suplex.
Very high angle belly to back too. You can check right now. Moon's doing a little bit of an impulse check, making sure all of his nerves are still in place. Open and closing the palm right now. Oh, but he catches him.
Wow.
Playing possum right now.
He's looking again for the elbow drop. He's able to get out of it with the Hurricane Rana. Kicking it up with those punches. Looking for the sky high. No! Instead, right on the face of Daniel Moon.
Now, you said he's probably going for the sky hair there. I would agree, but I think he ran out of space. Quickly adjusted, got that flapjack off, but also his ribs are hurt, his gut is hurt. He knew he worked on that rope. That was ingenious by Jeremiah Fresh. I would have thought that would be it too.
Oh, absolutely great in-ring awareness. Saw just how short of a space he had, and now looking to ground it down to his pace. Moon gets very flashy. He brings up the speed, but if he can ground him down to a halt, Jeremiah Fresh might have this in the back.
He has been on top ever since that huge flapjack on the ropes, and I just don't see that changing. Every time Daniel Moon's been starting to run, he's been chopped right back down, but these people are starting to become unglued here.
And truly this audience can be the decision maker here for a match. But look at this, Fresh got him up high. Daniel somehow sneaks through for a cover.
He's looking for the sky high into a sunset flip. Daniel Moon back rolling out of it. Oh! Drop toe hold.
Don't know how much you guys smell anymore after that.
Yeah. Second rope into the apron. You can see ducking under now in the ropes.
Big Polish hammer there, following up with a big lariat.
Big man off his feet, wow.
Yeah, chopping the redwood tree down to completion. Big splash from the captain, and he is looking to set his sights. Houston, we may have a problem.
Oh, he got it.
Thrusters activated.
To the second, from the third. Oh, moonsault!
Covered enough though, no! In the nick of time there, very, very weak kick out, but he's still in this match.
I thought that was it for sure, I'll be honest.
You can see Daniel Moon thought it was for sure, and so did the MPW faithful who are here for MPW's You've Got Mail.
You got to notice Moon is lean and mean right now. I mean, that might have had something to do with that. Usually that moonsault press, all that weight coming down, but he's definitely the lightest he's been in years. For sure, maybe that made a difference. But now he's calling for his move.
Yeah, looking for the full moon.
Oh, wait a minute.
No hitting the ropes, looking off for the big boom!
Classic Fresh, able to scout it out at a moment's notice. He does his tape study for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It pays off.
Get him up, looking for the sky high. No!
Leapfrogs out of it. Up high now. Able to put him away. Let's see.
Eventually look for that air raid crash. No. Instead.
Pushed him off the ropes.
Yeah, had him in that headlock position. Good on Moon for trying to get out of it, but now transitioning up. No, no fireman's carry.
Wow, leg crash. He's got it. Cover. Is it all? No.
That was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. That was incredible by Jeremiah Fresh.
And listen, folks, that was not a kick out. That was a rollout by Daniel Moon. High angle air raid crash, and I gotta agree with the MPW faithful. This is awesome.
Oh, but look at the anguish, the pain on Daniel Moon's face right now as he checks on his back. Truly, if he was trying to end this match early on, he might have been able to go another week with all these recoveries, much more attainable. But at this point, this man is damaged.
We the Heartless Kings calling for the Sky High. Can he get it, Brendan?
Whoa, wait, big run by Moon.
Moon now, finally finding his opening, but no!
Discus, big boot there. Cover. And ain't enough, though.
Fresh, I gotta give it to him, is finding his openings. When Moon is able to get those thrusters again into second gear, really start to come into his own, Fresh grounds the captain.
I mean, how does he kick out of that? That was the edge of his heel off the pinpoint of his temple. He should be out cold. That was insane.
You're hearing it right now, Brennan. You have all this sound, all these fans cheering just for you. It compels something not only your brain, but your heart to keep fighting. Got him there! Gorgeous and vicious there.
Yeah, leaping straight into it. You can hear the anguish on Jeremiah Fresh's voice. That hurt. And now, point to the corner, looking to go high to the high rent district, potentially for that tornado DDT.
He gets it!
Oh, but there goes Fresh.
No, Fresh, again, in-ring awareness, was able to roll out, not able to give Daniel Moon the opportunity for that cover, but now the captain looking to fly. Oh! Suicide dive!
God! Oh, whoa, whoa!
Oh my God. And the last time these two were face to face was a downed Logan X in the middle
Hey. Come on, gentlemen.
off the charts, but
All right.
calling his shot, said he's gonna win it, and he wants to do it in front of Brendan.
Hey, I didn't say anything. He came over to me. What the heck was that?
A little bit of locking of eyes there. So much intensity, so much history behind those eyes.
Hey, watch your back, idiot.
Bygones be bygones, they couldn't.
Oh, my
almost
God.
costing him the match. But again, Daniel Moon's got to get his head back in the game.
Sky high, that's gotta be it. Cover. No, it's over.
Like running into a car crash. Official word with Ario Amin. You put it best, Brendan. He had the match won, but instead of focusing on the man that he needed to, he set his sights
Why
on
would
Brendan.
you worry about your? I don't mean. Sorry, fellas. That's not why I'm out here. Ray said he wanted me out for the match, and I didn't know he was gonna freak out.
Listen, Brennan, if it's Ray Rosas you're worried about, we'll put in a good word. Don't you worry. We saw it right here. But at the end of the day, everybody at MPW is seeing Daniel Moon not being able to pick up the victory as a Heartless King stands tall.
Yeah, listen to everyone in the back. Don't turn your back on Jeremiah Fresh. He'll crush you. I mean, come on. That was. All right, thanks, guys. I'm out of here.
An unfortunate loss for Daniel Moon. We want to thank Brendan for joining us at the desk. And it is back to the captain's log for the captain. Stick with us. We still got tag team action on the way. And, of course, that national title tournament of Jake Redondo and Jake Mays to see who will get the last chance in that triple threat match coming to you at Heavy Rain.
Man, that didn't go quite how I wanted it to.
It's okay, it's so much fun.
You know what? Last year was about proving that I can still do this.
Yes, you still can.
And this year, it's going to be that I can do this better than anybody. It's going to be about winning championships. But I can't do any of that. Not until I take care of something that's been on my mind for quite some time. I came back because I wanted to face Brendan Devon.
You know what's funny? He's still ducking you.
And you know what?
Oh, no. I saw Brendan earlier here at the desk for commentary for the match between Jeremiah Fresh and Daniel Moon, and I mean, we heard Daniel Moon say he's got unfinished business.
Worrying about me so much. Now, what is your problem?
My problem is that when I had my first match, you sucker punched me. You ruined that. My problem is that you have been a burden on this show all last year. You're my problem.
Moon, your problem is not me. Obviously, your problem is paying attention and winning your matches. Because I didn't do anything, I didn't say anything, I didn't even look at you.
Hey, Brendan,
I
how
didn't want to come. Ray tells me what I'm supposed to do now. He's the boss. I already talked to Logan. Let it go. What is this deal? What is this obsession?
Why are you ducking him?
You know, you want me to let it go. That's clever. But if you're scared, that's all you have to say.
You think I'm scared of you?
Yeah, it shows.
You think that I'm afraid of what? To wrestle you? That's what you think?
Well, you've been ducking him.
I have spared you. Because, oh man, Daniel Moon's had a great 2025. For what? Half a month? 2 months? And where were you before that, Moon? Sitting at home. Well, I've been here. Well, I've been working. Well, I've been making our place my place. So am I scared? I am scared. I'm scared of what I would do to you and what your wife would say to me after she found out.
You did not mention a roller star like that.
I almost believe that. If it wasn't coming from a man that's coming off the coldest streak of all time. You just lost to a 50-something-year-old man at Legends Night.
That 50-year-old man is Lethal Logan X.
Yep. That's 45 years old and also very well hung.
Bring up your wife, that was too much. I'll give you. And yeah, I lost to Logan X. I did. I wear that on my back. But what I won't take is disrespect from a part-timer like you.
Part-timer? Part-timer.
So, am I afraid of you, Daniel?
No, he ain't. Oh.
No, I ain't. And if you want this so bad, why don't we do it at Heavy Rain next year? But be careful, because it might be the last thing you ever do.
I can say the same thing for you, Diva.
I look forward to seeing you at Heavy Rain. Yes, sir. If you have the guts.
He don't got no brain either.
He's got one fan, girl.
Don't worry, I corrected Brendan to 45. And for the record, my right lat still hurts from that match 3 weeks later.
Next week, it'll be Daniel Moon versus Brendan Devine. A grudge match finally comes to its end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's heat it up your next bout is a non-title tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Well, big news we just heard moments ago. Next week at Heavy Rain, get your tickets, folks, because of course, not only will we have that national title being defended in a triple threat, but grudge match action as Brendan takes on Daniel Moon.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
Well, if you didn't get the opportunity to tune in just last Saturday here at 19801 Nordoff Place, we have that student showcase where we saw the best of MWA put their talents on the line against the roster of MPW. And this man Marote was flying high and turning heads. And so was the rest of the MWA roster as they proved that they have what it takes to stand with the best. Marote had quite a year in 2025. So we saw breakout star for 2025 for MPW, and he's looking to turn heads for MPW in 2026. And how do you do that? Well, you do it by taking on the guidance of this man right here, one of the best cruiserweights in MPW. He is the Mountain Breaker. Now we have seen Marote show out in singles action, but tonight it's his first time in tag team action, along the likes of Koto Hiro, who had a standout year in 2025 and is looking to potentially bathe in the spoils of the victor tonight. Because you got to think, Logan, if this team in on-title action is able to beat the champions, you got to be looking at potential #1 contenders for whoever is able to win that match next week between 2X and the Pump Line.
Absolutely. And you know, this is their first time teaming together. Is this kind of the generic mascot tag team that we're doing this week, or are they going to function as a unit?
You know, they're two peas in a pod. Both men love to put their bodies on the line, fly from the highest of heights. But two men who are looking to ground them, whether that be through their grappling skills or, of course, that chair shot that always seems to be on the horizon.
Yep. Every time I see Mickey, it makes me want to take a shower.
I was able to talk to Miggy Rose in the back. He pointed out that while the Pump Line might have won the best tag team of 2025 here in MPW, the men who walked into 2026 and at the end of 2025 with those tag team titles was 2X. 8 successful title defenses under their belt. And of course, we can't forget winning those titles from the likes of the Unguided, Drake and Matt Vandegrift.
Oh, and they just beat the Brothers Divine last week, which is no, small feat. I know Danny and Brendan weren't exactly on the same page before that, but just to beat those guys at any time is an accomplishment.
It was the first time we have seen 2X finally beat a tag team clean. No shenanigans, no outside interference, no belt shot or chair shot, thank God. And they showed finally against the likes of what I would say is one of the greatest tag teams to come out of MPW, the Brothers Divine. Put them down for the 1, 2, 3.
Well, let's see if they're going to run roughshod over this new part of the roster here. Look at that crowd, though. And you hear the one soul Miggy cheer there by Draven. Oh, quick roll to look at that. Able to grab a leg.
Wow. You see, so unpredictable is Koto Hiro. We've seen him pull out such crazy grappling submission moves here in singles action, but not very akin to tag team action. I gotta ask you, Ario, is that gonna play a factor tonight in tag team wrestling, especially against our tag team champions.
Well, you're kind of looking at an interesting situation here. We've been noticing a trend of almost like first generation, second generation of wrestler here at MPW. Of course, we've seen Master and Protege as our tag team champions, but of course, Koto Hiro being a mass luchador and Marote being our rookie of the year right now. Maybe the two might be able to find some synergy in their fast-paced style of wrestling. Oh, but with a shoulder tackle like that, they got to deal with the intensity and cruelty of 2X.
Miggy's looking jacked this week.
Yeah, I was about to say, Miggy looking like he's putting on a lot more muscle. We're going to learn from, of course, the young Draven Silvera, and now, oh, wow!
Beautiful counter.
Yeah, I was looking for that hip toss, was able to flip out of it, was Koto Hiro, and catching him with that low angle drop kick. Cover. Just flip off Draven Silvera?
Yeah, that's a bilingual hand gesture there. The same as Japanese as in English, I think.
Universal gestures, of course, hold true. And look at that. Little tag team chicanery there. Kick. Oh, another kick.
That kick combination, dropping him to his knees, and now meeting him in the middle. Kick to the back and the front, looking for the covers, Marote. Only a 2 for the Rookie of the Year.
Looks like this new team is already off to a well-oiled machine right now against our champions. I know this is for non-title, but if these boys can pick up the win and go 2 for 2, shoot now. I mean, who knows what might happen. Of course, next week we do have the title on the line, but Marote right now showing up. He might be in championship contendership off the second.
Yeah, looking at those
Alita!
There's another arm drag. You can see, oh, catching him, that leaping lariat. Oh, but only a 2 there for Marote.
During that sequence of moves there, he hit a very nice Japanese arm drag. I've never seen him use that before. I wonder if Koto showed him that move.
Absolutely, you got to think the teachings here tonight.
Oh,
Koto Hiro taking Marote under his wing, but need a forearm shot as Marote in the corner. Into another splash by Draven Silvera. Are they looking to team up for? I mean,
going through.
This is where these guys make their money. This is where 2X does stuff pretty much better than anybody else. They cut the ring off so often, they double team, and they get rid of the partner in the opposing corner. Draven actually did a back roll to put himself closer to the corner there before he nailed Koto. So just watch for these guys. Once they do this, they're like vultures, and they won't let up unless they have to.
You can see him almost like a dive bomber going for the partner that's over at the ropes. But right now, Miggy Rose has utilized that to his advantage. Koto is still injured right now as he is just choking the very life out of Marote in the corner.
He's sitting on his throat with both feet up, resting for a few seconds there.
now attack to Draven Silvera as 2X even more back in the match again. When it comes to tag team precision, 2X have always had a game plan. It is cut the ring in half. Quick tags, quick offense, and of course, grounding your opponent with these high-angle maneuvers. They love to drop their opponent, especially pinpointing right on the neck.
Impressive that Draven could suplex Marote right there. And now he's with short elbows right into the trapezius muscle there on the right side.
And I mean, how are you able to train for that? I know the Millennium Wrestling Academy has so much to offer, but to try and find the time to build up strength and being repeatedly dropped on your head and neck, it takes a different kind of talent that makes up our graduating classes here.
Yeah, both these guys are products of the Millennium Wrestling Academy recent classes. Draven's the first one to come out of, kind of the most recent classes to become a champion.
Listen, Draven has proven he is one of the best young students to come out of the MWA, but now looking to eat defeat, courtesy of Miggy Rose to Marote. But not enough to end this tag team match. Again, this is non-title match here at MPW's You've Got Mail.
Koto's out there talking with the fans. Does he even speak English? Because I'm not sure about that. He's talking to a fan who's got a white cowboy hat on and a Slayer t-shirt.
Whatever the language barrier, actions speak louder than words. And look at this action right now.
Oh no, now looking to choke him out with the wrist tape. Sinclair didn't see, thanks to the distraction by Miggy Rose. And a cheap shot.
Hey, that wasn't wrist tape. That was Draven's brace that he keeps on his shoulder. He's got his shoulder.
Oh my God, you're right.
Out of his socket a few times in his career so far. And I've been wondering if he's pulling kind of that Bob Orton Jr. move where he wore the cast for over a year. Draven has that on every week. This is the first time I've seen him use it as a weapon.
We might see this man back at 100%. It's a dangerous thought, honestly, as he still remains reigning defending champ. But Marote struggling for air right now in the center of the ring. Listen to that crowd.
We can see for Draven Silvera dropping that sling. You gotta ask if he even needs it, or if he just used it to get in the head of course, Marote, having pinpoint the shoulder as a distraction tactic.
Any way to get the upper hand by high or low road, 2X will take it. And look at this now. Miggy letting the frustration get to him. Oh, he misses. Oh! Oh, he's got to go for the tag, though. Come on, Marote. He doesn't know where he is right now.
A swift sick kick straight to the face of Miggy Rose, and both men are down here for tag team action. Who could be able to make it to a vertical basis on a count of 10 from referee Sinclair? Will Miggy Rose be able to make it to Draven Silvera? Can Marote make it to Koto Hiro?
Koto trying to put on a brave face, but he's a little injured. Already taking so many dastardly cheap shots. He's in now, though, against Draven. Here we go.
Here comes
Big
the
kick.
house of fire.
Yeah, grounding him with these kicks straight to the chest. Stopping the chop. Oh, followed up with an enziguri.
Kicks of fury here.
He ain't done. He wants Miggy Rose, too.
High knee.
Looking to hit the ropes.
Nice.
Whoa!
I didn't know what to call
I think that
that.
was a reverse sling blade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but he did like a
spin with it.
360. Yeah, that was crazy.
When we talk about innovative maneuvers, oh, rolling up into the cutter.
Yeah, it's hard when you stump all three of us here.
Oh, my God. We almost saw that there.
And you talk about a man who is innovating the game of wrestling every single match upon every single match he has here at MPW. And Koto Hiro, we just saw, pull something out of his bag of tricks I truly have never seen here.
Oh, wait, but though, waiting in the wings, Miggy Rose trying to stop him. Push him through. Oh!
Bad
Heavy.
landing to the mountain breaker himself. Quick tag. Oh! Hit him with those knees.
No, wait! Oh!
Busted his jaw, his back.
Jesus! Front and back assault. Cover! No, Marote keeps it still alive.
Marote there in the nick of time. Getting it there at 2.5 and
Oh, my
X2.
God.
He's paying
Ain't
for
too
it now.
happy.
Yeah, he's paying for making a save there. He's getting pounded.
Just walloping the poor kid.
Yeah, thinking that he stuck his nose where he doesn't belong. Throwing him to the ropes. Marote though. Bouncing off him. Double shoulder tackle!
What momentum from the Rookie of the Year. He's got enough gas to take.
Calling for Koto.
No, wait. Yes, he hits the Incy, though.
Big spinning kick. Oh.
German.
Yeah, low angle German.
Put him away. Come on. Ah, too slow on it. Just too slow.
Against someone, against the likes of Miggy Rose, who, again, is a Triple Crown champion. A man who we've seen here for 10 long years in the game. Marote and Koto might have him where they need him. Draven so smart, though, pulling his man out of the ring. Not letting his teacher.
Oh, what time is it, though? Time to fly. Wait, no. Clipping the wings of our birds here.
Looks like it's time for a forearm, Mario.
Off the rope. Meeting with their own. Tip for tat. Oh.
2X answering with an even harder shot as they look to telegraph it. Oh, there goes Koto Hiro. Super kick. Marote. Draven caught up with the mountain breaker.
Wait, no, he turned wrong. Wait, the mask. The mask.
The secret mask of Koto Hiro turned around. I believe he can see. And now we're going to coop him up.
2X driver.
Assisted pile driver by 2X.
Is that it? Oh.
These guys consistently find a way to win. And maybe it's not within the rules. Maybe it's, slightly out of bounds, whatever the case may be. They've got 8 title defenses. They just beat another team. They're firmly planted with their feet atop that tag team championship ladder.
Well, it might have not been the cleanest. That 1, 2, 3 was undeniable. Still at the top of the tag team division is 2X. But they have the pump line standing right in front of them, looking at those titles as their #1 contenders soon.
That is why 2X is the best tag team in MPW.
He must have heard you, Mansfield.
Gotta give credit where credit's due.
And we've beaten almost every tag team in this division.
Again, I cannot believe that our audience is cheering for 2 members of the Heartless Kings.
Shut your mouth and open your ears to what Draven is telling you. We are the best tag team here. All of MPW, all of SoCal, including stupid San Diego.
Whoa, whoa, hey! Whoa! Okay, come on!
I mean, I don't live there. I live down the street right here in Northridge.
And you know what? You don't believe us now? But we got a chance to shut you guys up once and for all. At Heavy Rain next week, 2X, we take out the pump line once and for all, and we retain our tag team championships.
Now, is he talking about how much better than they are than the pump line, or is he talking about how much better the Dodgers are than the San Diego Padres?
Oh, gotta hit where it hurts, of course. And 2X is looking to hit where it hurts against the pump line in just 1 week at Heavy Rain. But coming up, ladies and gentlemen, we still got more qualifier matches for you to determine who's gonna be having that triple threat.
Well, folks, we also have a triple threat for that national title happening in just 1 week as well. We have seen that J2 Mattioli will move on. So we got to see who will be the last man. As this next match is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. With the winner qualifying for the last spot in the national championship triple threat at Heavy Rain. Introducing first,
Hey, listen up. It's been a sabotage here at MPW. Titular track from Ambi Trade by a man who shares his own name, Jake Redondo.
you from Redondo Beach, California, weighing at 201 pounds. He is the Radiant Sun, Jake Redondo.
The future of professional wrestling here in Jake Redondo.
Picture perfect, honestly. And once again, second generation and a generational talent at that.
Well, he's been jumping around inside wrestling rings since he was about 4 years old.
And it's almost odd. You're kind of meeting a man who I would say is almost like a doppelganger to Jake Redondo, an individual who I know who puts in the blood, sweat, and tears.
His opponent.
A man who I've been seeing since very day one as a professional wrestler. A man who I truly believe was betrayed by Jake Redondo, honestly. When he took the side of J2 Mattioli, the inescapable Jake Mays.
Coming to you from San Diego, California. He stands at 5'10", weighing 175 pounds. This is the inescapable Jake Mays.
Look, listen, I'm not one to talk about height. Is that man 5'10" to you?
I guess he might be using the metric system.
Chase, did you say he's 5'10"? Did I hear that right? He told you to say that?
5'10". I'm 5'9", so. What, you don't believe he's 5'10"?
Good,
You
I'm
look at his face,
not
you tell me
gonna
about
argue
5'10".
with that, man. I'm just saying. Well, he definitely stands tall in the ring right now. Oh, look at that disrespect. Not even a flinch, though, from Jake Redondo.
Even last week, we saw him standing tall in the main event. Not a competitor, mind you, but the man who wore the mask, who aided with the nut shot. That was the catalyst, of course, for those Radiant Kings.
Oh, already off to the disrespect at this point.
These men used to be Jake Squared. Came in together as a tag team of Jake and Jake, and now you can see absolutely imploded after last weekend. A lot of people would say that Jake Mays was in the wrong.
Listen, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't think Jake Mays was in the wrong at all. This man has done so well, and he could have gone to the very top of Redondo. I saw from the very beginning. I was rooting for these two men. Now look at it. Jesus!
Yeah, using that strength of that back body drop. But again, for Jake Mays, all he wanted was to be recognized by Jake Redondo. They worked well as a cohesive unit, and unfortunately, Redondo put him to the side for who? His trainer, J2 Mattioli. Well, Jake Mays did not take kindly to that, and especially the catalyst to all of this happened in that naughty or nice triple threat when Jake Mays had it won for both him and Jake Redondo. Redondo stopped the pin. Wow. Looking for that drop kick, sending Redondo straight to the mat, looking for the cover. Only a 2 though from the San Diego boy.
Well, and obviously this is a grudge match where there's a score to settle, but Ray Rosas is as such where he's added a wrinkle to that and made this part of the national tournament. So not only is this a chance for these guys to kind of work out their differences, it's going to advance somebody towards a shot at the title.
Absolutely, as we know, triple threat coming next week at Heavy Rain. It'll be Dustin Daniels putting his title on the line against J2 Mattioli. Oh, and one of these Jakes, but catch him with that black magic kick. Oh, but only for a 2 count.
And you gotta remember, Mansfield, these two men, prior to breaking up, they were inseparable. I've seen them even in training working together, honing their craft together. I mean, truly, these two boys, I thought they were gonna be Jake Squared, but we're seeing more of a division square rooting at this point right now, down to almost 0.
Well, sometimes already to get to the next level, you gotta cut off the fat, the dead weight. And I think a lot of people are asking, especially asking Jake Redondo, was the dead weight Jake Mays?
Loving blows right there in the corner. You can hear the impact.
Now, Redondo, they're going to follow it up. Yep. Mays to the top.
Oh,
Mays had scouted, debating it. Looking for that potential tornado DDT. No, oh!
God,
Trachea.
Trachea against the ropes there as he goes up top.
DDT!
Is that enough, though?
Usually it's a one and done, Ario.
A little too early in the match, it seems. Definitely a devastating blow, though, for Jake Redondo. He's already feeling the effects.
You gotta think maybe Mays pulled that out of the bag a little too early. Usually puts any opponent away, but tonight, the dead end DDT.
Wow, that was a hell of a chop right there.
Yeah, learning that from his match against Brendan Devine and Jake Cabrera.
There's the receipt right there.
Jake Redondo, let him know. Oh, these two are looking to beat each other like a big bass drum. Oh, look at that now. Symphony of violence tonight.
And that was a snap down on the neck break. Bad intentions behind that.
Of course, this is a high opportunity for either of these young lions here. If they can claim the gold and go on to become a national champion, truly some of our youngest here potentially, alongside the youngest vet in the game, Dustin Jack Daniels.
Well, as we saw, and when it came to 2025, the breakout star was Jake Redondo. Had a stellar year, I must say, breaking onto the scene for MPW. You gotta think, maybe Jake Mays feels a little left behind, left in the shadows. Why shall one Jake be better when we could have been together better as a team?
Truly feeling this envy, this jealousy can fuel a man to such depths of depravity now.
Yeah, back elbow from Jake Mays, looking to hit the ropes. Potentially for that handspring back elbow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, catching Redondo in his tracks.
Slow on the cover though, is it enough? Oh, weak kick out though. You saw that, very delayed.
A lot of damage has been taken from Jake Redondo. I think Jake Mays. Oh no, what's he got for Jake Redondo?
Off the rope. Getting momentum. Easy. Oh, come on. Look at the face of Redondo right now.
Not a very economic move right there, huh?
Well, that's one way to show your weight in gold.
It's horseplay.
And look how that worked out for him.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I'm watching a backyard brawl right now. If anything, like brothers fighting at this point.
You talk about a backyard brawl. This just turned into a hockey fight, and the gloves are off. These two, and Mays relentless in his approach.
Scarlett warned him about the closed fist.
Pathetic, you hear that? Oh my God, he spat on.
He just spit all 5 foot 10 inches of Jake Mays just spat right there on Redondo.
Look, I gotta ask you. I mean, this kind of level of animosity, you've probably seen a lot of rivalries here at MPW. Do these two remind you of anybody in particular, potentially, from the history of MPW?
There's been all kinds of rivalries that's gone all over the place. One of them, I will tell you, is that what Daniel Moon and Danny Devine used to go at it because they both came out of the school at the same time, and they were both on the same type of trajectory, competing. Now they're kind of the best of friends a little bit, but that was a long time coming.
These two, again, students and training partners down in San Diego, where they cut their teeth on the same cloth together. But tonight, these are not the two men that walked in just last year. These are battle-hardened men. And for Jake Redondo and Jake Mays tonight, we truly see who is the better Jake. Oh! Double chop from Redondo. Following up yet again. Looking to make mincemeat out of the chest of Mays. Irish whip reversal.
Ducks it. Baseball slide. Amazing track and field skills here.
Yeah, step up enziguri. And now looking to follow it up with the, potentially Blue Thunder Bomb. Jake, though, had it scouted. Hits the ropes.
Holds on to him.
Or he maybe thinking Everest suplex. Oh! You see from his mentor, CJ Tino, but instead, Ina leaping neck breaker from Redondo, who has now kicked it in to second gear.
Both these guys got to keep their eye on the prize because at the end of the day, this is about getting to the national championship match next week.
The last spot in the triple threat for the national championship as Mays hits the ropes, duck under, and spring, looking for that back elbow again. No, catching the torch rack position.
Went to the well too many times and it cost them.
Spin him around.
Bomb cover. That it? No, Jake Mays did not want to end it there.
Extra spin on the Blue Thunder Bomb. Extra whip and rotation. And these two are putting it all out on the line for what? The last spot in next week's triple threat. It's all for that national title here at Heavy Rain. And who is going to be facing J2 Mattioli and, of course, our champion, Dustin Daniels. You got to think Mays wants nothing more than to get his hands on the man who is keeping Redondo away from him. And Redondo looking for that. Oh! Slingshot suplex.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, and just absolutely landed right there on the back of the head of Jake Mays. He is reeling now. Oh, he able to catch him though. Roll up. No.
What's Mays looking for?
Whoa, driver, what we got here? No.
Moving a phenomenal Mays. Styles clash.
Wait, but yeah, the rollover though, is it enough? Oh my God, 2/10 of a second.
That's as close as it gets. You can see even shouting at Scarlett, only two. What might have been his best shot couldn't put down Redondo, and you got to think now Mays is starting to realize who he's in the ring with.
Man, I'm seeing a little bit of tantrum right now. I mean, Jake Mays, I don't see him lose his cool this often, honestly. He knows how much is at stake right now.
We've seen Mays be a winner here. We've seen Mays win some matches before as well, but tonight he seems more focused.
Oh my God! That's gotta do it!
What the hell?
Pulverizer!
Is enough? Hey, no!
I mean, to get out of that, I hope he had ice water in his veins.
Hitting him with a, my God, hitting him with a version of the pulverizer. That was incredible.
The crowd doesn't even know what to do with that.
How can you not love Jake on Jake violence, folks?
I mean, Mays landed on the crown of his head. How is he still in this match? I mean, if I'm Scarlett, I might have to be checking on him. He looks like he's in a world of hurt. Can barely stand. I don't even know if he knows where he is. But he does know. It's Redondo standing right in front of him. And to him, he's the man who has cost him everything.
Well,
Look at
imagine
this.
if Mays wins this match, he's cost Redondo and 2 titles, basically.
Yeah, tag team title, now national title. Hoping to get that. Oh! Had that knee, washed him with that big boot. Mays, though, stopping him on the ropes. Redondo following up.
Whoa!
Oh, my
They
God!
both spill out. And so, hey, if they both get counted out, then what happens in the triple threat? It just becomes a singles match?
Well, I don't know,
I
actually.
guess that is a great question. Would it just be Dustin Daniels versus J2 Mattioli, or
Well, I don't want to be thinking about that, gentlemen. I mean, come on now. We still got a match to worry
we have
about.
to see? I mean, Ray Rosas would have a lot on his hands if it came down to a count out.
Well, Ari, I'm asking that question based on the way they both fell out of the ring because they both spilled out onto their brains right there.
Well, see, Mays was squeezing at his hands, trying to get the grip back in, maybe trying to,
What a 5 count. My God. I'm a little bit worried right now.
trying to maybe wiggle some life back into his body.
Hang on now, boys. We got this.
Well,
Wait.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a draw.
Jake Redondo now
Oh,
trying to get in the
that's
ring.
going.
At 7, both men stopping each other from getting back in.
Nobody's
Slugging out on the
crossed the
outside. We are down to an 8 count, ladies
Gentlemen,
and gentlemen.
please. Somebody got to run
One
in.
more. They got to
Guys,
get in.
run,
before
run,
it's the
run.
10.
Run. What's wrong with you?
They blew it.
That's it.
They both lost focus. They were too busy beating each other up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been ruled a double count out.
Well, now what the heck happens next week?
What does that mean for the triple threat at Heavy Rain?
I don't think they care.
Oh, these two are looking to tear each other apart. They didn't care about the title. They didn't care about the qualifier because at the end of the day, it's about who is better. But Ray
GM,
Rosas
coming in to save the day, please. Pull these boys off.
trying to get in the middle, intervene.
I'm not done with you! I know you're not done. Come on.
Redondo still wants more of Mays. I'm sure Mays wants the same.
I'm sure Rave heard those words millions of times.
There's a microphone at the
Be
desk.
cool.
At the desk.
Trying to pacify the situation right now. Ray Rosas looking for a mic.
All right, we're all gonna be a couple Fonzies here. We're gonna be cool, all right?
I've got Ray. You stay on the guys.
Mays looking at his finger there. He might have broken his finger in this match.
This is the thing about young guys. You get too in your head, you get too emotional.
He's
There were
right.
stakes on the line in this match. You both blew it. But I'm gonna give the two of you another chance.
Wow.
He's too good to these boys.
That way, we can give the fans a nice, entertaining conclusion. And we can
sudden
have
death?
our MPW National Championship match. Because next week at Heavy Rain, it's going to be our national champion, Dustin Daniels, against J2 Mattioli, against Jake Mays,
Wait, okay.
and Jake Redondo.
Yeah!
Match.
This triple threat just turned into a fatal 4-way.
Good luck, gentlemen.
The general manager saying double countout doesn't mean 2 losers, it actually means 2 winners.
Mays getting what he wants, no longer won the fight with Redondo, telling him next week we settle it. And of course, the better man walks out as national champion. But they've got to have their sights set on J2 Mattioli and of course our champion, Dustin Daniels. Stick with us, because next, coming up, is the Rebel Storm and Eddie Roar in your semi-main event.
Our next bout is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for semi-main event action at You've Got Mail. And it is a long historied rivalry of the Heartless Kings and especially one Rebel Storm against the freakiest Rana in the pond.
I can't stand this guy's eye patch.
Just doing my, guys, I'm just doing my job.
I didn't even know you were I didn't even know you were looking at him if his right eye doesn't work.
Well, whether you want to see him here or not, the Rebel Storm is making his presence felt in the semi-main event, and he is looking to get another win in the column for the Heartless Kings. We've already seen the leader, Jeremiah Fresh, usurp, of course, Daniel Moon earlier tonight.
Why is he going after you, Cole? Chase, I don't know what this guy's problem is, brother.
Well, this wet rat of the Rebel Storm, who looks like he took his ugly pills tonight, is back in the building.
Earlier today, there was a dog in the ring. His name is Kona Bear, a legitimate canine. The Rebel didn't want any of him. If he's a wet rat, that could be why he was running out of there.
Well, as we know, Rebel Storm tonight could be a little salty as he was sidelined by the Pump Line. Of course, he went on to lose his match at Naughty or Nice, while the Pump Line in return became #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. You gotta think, the man who sent them away to Japan has to be feeling a little blue, especially coming into 2026. But he's going up against a crowd favorite, and a man who's got maximum effort. Last time we saw Eddie Roar here was in singles action just last week against James Angel, where James Angel was able to get the upper hand and, of course, lay the beat down to Eddie Roar after the proceedings. But who made the save? None other than Danny Devine, looking for a little bit of retribution when Angel attacked him. And as we saw in return, Roar wanted to be in the tag team corner for Danny Devine in that tag title #1 contenders match, but unfortunately, Danny sent him to the back. And now, again, both these men, the name of the game, looking to rise in the ranking, especially for Rebel Storm. And,
you're seeing basically two polar opposites of emotional scale here. Pure joy, happiness to a T, and absolute bitterness on the other side.
Did you see how he treated me when he came in?
I saw how he treated me. He telling me to call down the middle. That's
Make
Sinclair's
my
job.
mother cry.
Of course, you hate to see it. And of course, with these mutton chops right now, we're seeing a little bit of grandstanding right now from the top rope.
Who's got a better pole? Oh, look at the hips!
Freaky
Look at the hips,
pull.
Logan!
Yo!
You know, if these guys were emojis, Eddie Roar would be the big happy face. And you got a Rebel over here. He would probably be the poop emoji.
I would fully agree. As now these two look to stand it off. Semi-main event. Finally, both men getting their hands on each other. As you can see now, getting a headlock. But no, they're going to bring it to a wrist lock as the Rebel Storm.
Ooh, look at that now.
Eddie Roar hitting the ropes. They're going to spring out of it is this freaky frog.
Big arm drag. Falling up though.
Adam Murray wants him in the corner. Up and over the apron though.
Oh, still feeling it though from the arm drag.
Rebel Storm not happy. Looking to bulldog him, bull rush him. Instead, Freaky Frog able to get up and over. Oh! Get him with that sling blade.
Second sling blade.
Of course, Rebel Storm looking to get out of dodge.
That's a smart move by Rebel's part to break the momentum. But don't stand there, you're in the crash zone, brother.
Oh, don't base Suicida pays off there.
Eddie Roar getting Rebel fully flush on the face with that tope suicida. The Frog is in a good position in our semi-main event.
It's a smart move for Rebel to roll out of the ring. It wasn't a smart move for him to take his eyes off of Eddie Roar.
On the second. Swing across body.
Like Frog's legs out here, folks. We have our springiest man in the game, Eddie Roar, not missing a beat.
He sure got the hops.
You guys ever eat frog legs?
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Are they good?
I have no idea. I'm not that well traveled.
Oh, Rebel looking to get freakier than now.
Oh
Sticking
my
a frog's
God.
finger in the
Oh,
mouth.
he's falling,
Looking to bite off the
biting it.
phalanges.
Rebel
Ew.
man just eating a frog's finger.
You know, sometimes you miss dinner, folks. Oh, but he didn't miss that inside-out lariat, courtesy of Hollywood. Rebel Storm, no, only a 2.
You gotta fry those frog fingers first, champ.
Yeah, I think he went for a raw.
We're looking up, trying
And the
to
fast
see
hand
who
is
else.
one time now.
Now looking to hang him up to dry on the second rope. Attacking the larynx, the throat, the breathway of of Eddie Roar. St. Clair telling him to get out of dodge, get him out of the way. Again, he's got some 5 count, of course.
He's saying you did this. Big body slam, courtesy of Rebel Storm. Cover now, though. Ah, look at that.
Eddie almost reaching out to Sinclair, looking for some sense of hope to get back into this match. Grasping at straws, honestly, against, well, everyone's favorite superstar, the Rebel Storm. He's your favorite, right?
Hey, come on now, man.
Well, he told me in the back.
No, I did not say that.
And Eddie's kind of having a hard time lately. You know, he was a double champion, lost the tag titles, lost the national title. He looked great in his match last week against James Angel, but he lost that match too. So he's kind of due for a win here. If not, he's going to start psychologically going into his own head.
Well, the Frog will have his day, but that day, could it be tonight here at MPW's You've Got Mail in your semi-main event? But unfortunately for the Rebel Storm, just laying in the boots to the Frog, who is rigor mortis on our mat right now.
You gotta remember, though someone might be due for a win, big atomic leg drop there.
Big leg drop. Hollywood-esque leg drop, if you will.
Courtesy of a real American.
Yeah.
And now stalking his prey. I mean, you talk about a big game hunter. How nice would it be to go home with the head of Eddie Roar on your mantle? The Rebel Storm.
Trying to hack it off right now at this point with these back elbows.
You talk about bringing a prize to the lair of the Heartless Kings. You got to think Jeremiah Fresh could be very happy if he can put down Eddie Roar.
Oh, and looks like Storm trying to rip the very ligaments out of Eddie Roar.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Don't tell me he's looking for the fish hook. He washed those gloves, right? Those gotta be dirty.
That's the same ones they've been using week to week.
This guy seems to have an oral fixation that goes both ways. He bit the fingers earlier, and now he's sticking his fingers in people's mouths.
Well, looking to get freaky is the name of the game, but send him down for side effect.
No matter what complexes he might have, he might win this. Not enough, though.
Again, Rebel Storm having to go back to his book of tricks. Think about the plays that the Heartless Kings have brought to many a tag and singles matches. He's got to ground it down. And again, looking to go
Oh my God.
for that disrespect in the head of your opponent with that fist
The gloves up! The gloves up!
Oh God! No!
Freak meets creep here at MPW. How disgusting!
Hope you got mouthwash in the back, Eddie Roar, but
He's biting it back!
He's biting the back. Everybody's going to need a tetanus shot after this match. I'm going to need fun just from watching the damn thing.
Somebody call a medic, get him ready. Little storm bite there.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that Eddie Roar was going to follow it up with a bite of his own. Chomping at both fingers of the Rebel Storm, who was looking to get that second fish hook. Again, Eddie Roar trying to get back into this contest, but needs some big strikes and a concussion headbutt from the Rebel Storm. Follows it up with a spear straight through the midsection of Eddie Roar.
Is it enough?
Much like 2X, Rebel Storm finds ways to win. He cuts corners, he takes a shortcut here or two. Nothing that's dramatically, horribly, horrendously illegal, but it's stuff that's not ethical, you know what I mean?
Again, headbutt after headbutt. We saw him bring that viciousness in his match against Nina, who came back straight from concussion protocol. And again, he's just ruthless with his approach. And I'm trying to call it down the middle, but I'm giving this man his flowers where they're due. Looking for another leg drop, and of course this idiot doesn't get it.
He fell right down on his nalgas right there.
Oh, truly hit maybe a little bit of that.
Went too many times to the wheelhouse with that leg drop, and you can see truly feeling it in that buttocks.
Yeah, he's feeling it right in the pumpies.
Big shoulder tackle to follow it up now. Duck through. Oh, giant lariat there.
And we know what follows that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
There's only one freaky man at MPW, and he's freakier than you.
Pop off. Stay with me now.
Got him in position.
Oh, you can't freak me.
We're gonna hit the ropes. For the
Freak
splash.
knuckle. Splash. Covers and up. Oh, look at that.
Rebel able to roll that right shoulder up in the nick of time. Again, not a strong kick out, but still a little left in the Rebel Storm. Is it enough to get the fire lit back up in the black sheep of the Heartless Kings? Or will he succumb to our former national champion, the Freaky Frog? Slide him off.
Is it enough though? Rebel Storm now. Able to catch him.
Look for that cutter.
Thunderstruck. Shuts him off. High intensity, a lot of counters here.
Freaky Frog! Eat this, Rebel Storm, says Eddie Roar. Again, taking a long time to get to that cover.
Wait, Fresh coming in right now. What the hell's wrong with you, Fresh?
Oh, leader of the Heartless Kings, we saw him earlier tonight in singles action, got his win, but again, has to always be out here to save his man.
Well, Eddie Roar now trying to send Fresh out of the ring alongside St. Clair. Oh, no, God!
Right in the frogs!
Oh, you hate to see it!
Low blow gets the win for Hollywood.
He just crushed his Webble.
Winner!
You guys mentioned earlier, Fresh would be happy if they could, bring Eddie's head to the mantle. Fresh made sure that happened right there.
What a load of malarkey. Absolute chicanery here at MPW.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to stick his fingers in the guy's mouth a bunch of times. They had to have Fresh come out here and cause an interference.
Well, Rebel Storm walking away with your victory tonight in the semi-main event of You've Got Mail.
Well, but the bottom line is the Rebel Storm found a way to win, just like I mentioned earlier.
We gotta hear more from these men.
By hook or by crook, Hollywood has done it, and I know these men ain't done.
Get your noise cancelers.
to say.
Please shut off the mic, please.
This show's not going any further until I say what I gotta say.
You don't have to hold
shut
it
off
that
the mic. I
close.
see you with the
You
board.
don't
Shut off
have
the
to
mic.
hold it
Hey,
that
I'll give you
close.
$5 if you shut off the mic.
Hey, you let me spit on the mic. Now,
I still can't hear what the hell he's saying.
what a dominant night for the Heartless Kings. Wouldn't you agree? I'm talking. 2 wins. 1 for each member, and we're only getting better. Next week, the Heartless Kings are gonna beat 2X for the tag titles. Not the punk line, the Heartless Kings. Hey, shut up! The future MPW Heavyweight Champion Jeremiah Fresh walks away victorious as usual.
He's sitting on that anytime, any belt.
And what's next for the Rebel Storm?
At least one title left for him to go for.
I don't think anybody asked.
Last time, shut up!
We don't care, Chance.
You tell him.
That's not piped in, folks.
Sometimes the crowd split down the middle. This is not one of those things that they're split on.
Last time I was here. Listen, I got a score to settle with one annoying little brat.
And he means little.
Yeah. Nina. I haven't forgotten what happened last time I was here. As a matter of fact, she is so lucky she's not in the building tonight.
Lucky.
Or she'd have a lot of trouble coming her way.
Here comes trouble.
Say her name.
Big things come in small packages, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Wow, what a surprise. Nina shows up somewhere uninvited. Well, you're
You asked
lucky
for her.
that you're not in this ring with me right now, or else I'd really have something to do about it. I tell you.
Cat got your tongue?
I love this girl's courage. She's a full head length shorter than
You
him.
know what, Nina? You are so lucky. And I'm gonna let you walk out of here.
Let
On your own 2 feet. Okay, consider it a courtesy.
So generous.
Hardest kick forever, baby.
Yes! Forearm from Nina.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus! What a nasty big boom.
Wait, Eddie coming in though.
Oh, the Freaky Frog. Not gonna let it, that 2-on-1 assault that Nina happen, but oh no. Now like vultures, picking at the bones, but get it, come on!
Daddy! Coming in hot.
If there's anybody that can drop both these guys, it's Danny.
The main man of MPW brings the save. See you later, Heartless Kings.
Much like the United States and the rest of the world, MPW's policemen just showed up.
You're in divine country now.
And Eddie is about that embrace right there.
And we saw he came to the aid of Eddie Roller last week against James Angel, wanted to be in the tag team corner of Danny instead. Brandon Divine choosing to step in the last minute. And now Danny again making the save. Could we potentially see the forming of a budding friendship?
I mean, if it's up to Eddie, I guarantee that's what you see. Nina's going to have to check into her dental plan after that.
You got low blow. You got to be paying attention. All right, listen, I got to talk to these people, so go in the back. We'll talk later, Eddie.
We're going to talk later? Talk later! Talk later!
Well, now he's committed to it. If he wasn't going to talk to him, now he's got to.
Roar Vine forever!
Roar Vine. I'm still thinking of a tag name, honestly. Divine Roars, Roaring Divines.
The worst tag team.
We'll workshop it.
That would be the Divine Frogs if I was reading between the lines there.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Listen, I was scheduled to come out and talk. I had to come out a little early because the Heartless Kings were causing trouble.
They're annoying. You're the hero that we need.
Speaking of people who cause trouble,
Wendy,
I got James Angel on my mind.
the Divine against the Angel.
Because, you know, I've worked really hard to be a pro wrestler. Everybody in the back has worked real hard to be a pro wrestler. And James Angel is some wannabe internet celebrity that took a shortcut.
He's not joking. I trained James for his first match in a week.
And he's got the balls to act like MPW wouldn't be where it is without him.
I mean, followers do make the world go round.
Now, listen, Mr. Angel. Usually when you come into MPW, the first stop is you gotta go through me. And somehow, you've avoided that for the last 7 years.
That's a good
You've
point.
been in and out when your schedule allows it. Well, I just got word that next week, James Angel goes one-on-one with Danny Divine for the first time ever.
First time ever. That should draw some fans.
Should be a great match.
And I'm gonna kick your ass back to YouTube where you belong.
Wow. Yo. Back to reviewing movies and video games.
I'll see you at Heavy Rain, James Angel.
You ain't gonna have another viral moment on the back of Danny Divine, making the challenge to the Angel of MPW.
That was after beating up 2 Heartless Kings, saving Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and the Freaky Frog all at the same time.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, main event. So stick with us here at You've Got Mail.
Yeah, then Fresh blasted you, and then I came in and I beat him up a little bit. And then Danny flew in.
Hey, Eddie. Huh? You guys all right?
Yeah, you saved me, man. Again, I knew it. Roar Vine forever!
Stop saying that. Stop saying it's not
Undefeated streak.
We've never been a team before.
Well, we are next week. Next week, Heavy Rain, Roar Vine versus the Heartless Kings.
Yeah, Eddie, I don't know if you were just listening. I got a match with James Angel next week, so I'm busy. You can't fight the Heartless Kings.
What about?
Well, I have a problem with the Heartless Kings, so.
Nina has a problem with the Heartless Kings. See, you guys should team up. You guys, this is a good team. This is a great team. So you guys will team up, and then Eddie, if it works out, you guys could just be a tag team, and then you and I can just stay like just friends, you know? All right. Hey, good luck next week.
If it works.
Let me know if you need anything. I'll see ya.
All right, next week. You and me.
Yeah.
Have fun, right?
Yeah.
We'll have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Roar Vine, it doesn't mesh. Roar, Nina.
Oh, let's get ready to wrestle! singles match scheduled for one fall, where the winner will claim the naughty or nice gift of #1 contendership to the Millennium Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship at the end of the month here at January at MPW. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for your main event of You've Got Mail. My name is Chase Mansfield. That was the Sheik of professional wrestling, Ario Amin. Of course, joining me at the desk is none other than Lethal Logan X and a colossal main event.
And I think Maximilian has outsmarted Diego here.
Making his way to the ring. He is the finest export out of Montenegro. Standing at 6'4", 245 pounds. He is 1 in a million. Maximilian.
He got Diego to put up his title shot opportunity in the month of January. And so he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain in this match.
Well, as Maximilian Montclair said, I will not fight you on your own terms. If you want to face a man like me, a man who is 1 in a million, you will put a prize on the line. And what does he want? Well, of course, that title shot for any time in January. But I gotta point out, Logan, we only have 2 more shows here in January, so only 2 more shots for the winner of tonight's main event. We got Heavy Rain, and of course, our last show in January for these 2 to cash in their prize. But I gotta say, will either of these members be 100% by the time they face our champion Bucio?
Well, that's a great question because Diego's been fighting everybody all month. He's had some really hard matches, and now he's in there with a 240-pound monster that rings bells at night.
We never turn your back on the devil, or you're gonna have to face his due. As now, Hurricane Rana straight to the corner, and these 2 are looking to ground and pound.
And Diego's usually pretty sportsmanlike and pretty methodical. Look how angry he is. He didn't get his shirt off there before he started putting the fists and the boots to match.
Gentlemen, I saw it perfectly. There were red behind the eyes of Diego Valens. He knows what's at stake here. This man had betrayed him, a man he trusted for so long. Oh, big boot!
Again, was looking for that devil's tail. Maximilian knows it only takes 1 to ground opponents. We have seen that time and time again, especially last week, stopping him in his tracks. But, oh!
Wow! That drop kick almost put him all the way to the floor.
And now sending both men to the outside again. This is a feud draped in blood. We know these 2 used to be part of a tag team that had won gold, a tag team especially that had won the 2025 Double Dash Tournament in Hotmail.com.
This match is not going to last long at the pace they're going. They're both knocking the hell out of each other, flopping in and out of the ring. You can cut the tension with a knife here. I don't think this thing's going to go very long.
You can see how much has changed in a year here at MPW. I mean, this show's namesake was because of Hotmail.com, and look how far we've come.
These 2 used to be best friends, now bitter rivals, and it all started when a leg injury put Maximilian on the shelf. When he came back, Diego Valens wanted to rekindle that fire, and Maximilian put him down and tapped him out. Not only tapped him out, but left him without any breath.
Wow.
Straight face planted right in our ring.
Loving forearms there by Max. And if it's just tough reverse knife edge chops. I mean, again, there's not a lot of wrestling technique here. This is a straight Pier 6 brawl.
Whoa! A 6'4" monster with muscle on muscles. If there's anyone who could take on big men and put them down, it is the devil himself, Diego Valens.
I mean, you saw the wingspan on Maximilian. That missed chop could have hit any one of our audience members. Oh, able to kick out that one time.
Always unpredictable here at MPW. Again, audience members, you better watch out, especially here in this blood feud of a main event, as both men who have won tag team titles together, who were one of the best tag teams heading into 2025, go at it in our main event. You've Got Mail for 2026.
Wow.
And to the top. Oh, Devil looking to fly with a crossbody.
And Max is bigger than Diego. He may be more muscular in terms of appearance. Diego's muscles are really dense, though. And what I mean by that is Some guys have show muscles. Diego has go muscles, and he just proved it with that big springboard off the top rope right there.
We're talking about muscles on muscles. My God, just throwing him with that lawn dart, and now, spinning side slam.
Nothing glamorous about that. Big cover. Absolutely devastating, though, as you can see.
Big high-power moves from the greatest export from Montenegro, as now he looks to introduce bone to face.
Max just proved that his muscles are definitely also go muscles and not just show muscles.
It's like he's chiseled from stone. Physique like a Greek god. You're not going to see anyone more jacked, maybe other than Dustin Daniels, than Maximilian.
Hey, remember, gentlemen, this ain't a Mr. Olympia. This is a wrestling match. We gotta see how this acumen and talent pays off in physical dividends here.
Maximilian doing his best to attack the legs of Diego Valens. He understands that that devil's tail is being able to hit. Within a moment's notice, it could be over for the man from Montenegro as he looks to send him to the corner. Again, strength, corner to corner, pillar to post.
There's a vibration in the floor every time Diego hits the bucket.
Looking to show him off for that power slam.
Cover now.
Want to make sure all angles of the MPW arena caught that one.
Listen to this now. You can just hear the cries of pain from Diego Valens. So much damage he's already accumulated here in this match as Max stalking his prey like a jackal.
And look at how much the pace has slowed from the beginning. There was no way those guys could have kept that pace up for too long. They're both kind of sucking for some oxygen now.
Double leg takedown now. Trying to apply some pressure, but nope.
Got him scouted, pushing him straight, face first into that top turnbuckle. Now he's got him where he wants him. Second rope.
Just utilizing the ropes to his full advantage. Look how long that shin bone is, too, to be able to press against not only the neck, but the entire back of Diego.
We can add more assault to this handsome devil.
There you got him all set up now. Let's see. Up high. Big belly to back. Oh, you can hear the agony right now.
Yeah, writhing in pain is Diego Valens. You can see Maximilian just loving what he's seeing. Loving dishing out this much damage to a man who used to be former partners with, but partners no more. There's only one man can truly stand atop the upper echelon of MPW, and it's looking to be 1 in a million.
Try to set him again. Let's see. Oh,
not even working up a sweat, he says, as he gets him with that high-angle DDT. Just looking to show that it's easy.
And that's what showboating gets you, though. Can't expect anything, especially the very last second here in wrestling.
You got to think, Maximilian looking a little frustrated. That one might have finally gotten into his psyche. And now looking to toy with Diego Valens, just as he just toyed with him.
Bounce his head around like a pinball down there.
Disrespectful kicks to the head, all meant to really break down the psyche. And if anything, to really insult the audience right now for putting their horse behind Diego Valens. This man is one of the finest exports, not only in Montenegro, but honestly, I would say in the world at this point.
Looking to behead this devil is Maximilian.
Oh, something out of a Renaissance painting right now. You see this? Take a picture, it'll last longer, YouTube. Here you are.
Maximilian would love nothing more than for Diego Valens to give up. How good would it feel for the man from Montenegro to hear "I quit" from Diego Valens?
It's more likely that Diego's going to pass out before that happens. There's no quit in him.
And you hear the crowd wanting to get behind Diego, and just how Maximilian is able to bring all those voices and cheers to a pin drop. Hey, that's a definite showstopper, though, at the end of the day.
And now you can see the submission he applied, that he has already had Diego Valens pass out in when he turned his back on hotmail.com.
He's heading there right now. His eyes are rolling in the back of his head. His tongue's rolling in the back of his throat.
The life is leaving him as the eyes roll back. Scarlett checking in on him. Second one now. Nope, there's nothing
there. One more time, it's over.
Diego Valens,
one more time, it's over.
No, he stays in this. There's still life in the handsome devil yet.
El Guapo Diablo showing that he's still alive.
Going up top.
Let this monster of a man take him down with a variation.
Desperation counter there, but it worked.
Yeah, almost hit him with a sliced bread maneuver. Hit him right on the crown of the head with that step up enziguri. And now, big lariat from Diego himself.
Second.
Following up with another.
Guy falling through now. Ducks under. Gets him up high. Slams him.
Change directions.
Yeah, get him in a fireman's carry position. Changing the face of the game. And now, in the moniker of hotmail.com as he hits the ropes. For the sick kick for that knee.
Cover. Is it enough? Oh, does not retain his lovely gift from Naughty or Nice.
Knee strike not enough to put Maximilian down.
I can change that over on my computer now when I get an email. I can record Diego's voice.
Giving you a sound bite for the ages, ladies and gentlemen, because hotmail.com is no more, and only one man can stand at the top. Is it the man who was one in a million, or the handsome devil himself? And with Max making the challenge, only one man will get a shot at the MPW Championship. Again, only 2 opportunities, folks, to be able to cash in that title opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
Diego doesn't have all that figure four that he did at the beginning, and then his left leg slipped off of Max's. The leverage comes from pushing down on Max's left leg with Diego's left leg. He's got his foot draped across it, but he doesn't have his left foot pinned to the mat, which would give him more leverage in this move. They're just happy slugging it out now.
At this point, it seems like none of that matters. We're in Lollapalooza. These men just want to get as many strikes as possible as they are locked in together. But look at this now. Trying to reverse all that pressure onto Diego Balance. He's got it.
Shifting the momentum, shifting the weight, and the devil is in anguish, ladies and gentlemen.
And you can see his ankles caught right there between Maximilian's gluteus maximus right there.
Yeah, those inner quads as well. Those are able to crush watermelons, let alone ankles.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably worse.
Diego Valance has got to use those bench muscles to make the reach to the bottom rope. And now, can't have it till the count of 5 to break it up. From Maximilian, dropping it at 4. You got to think into a vertical basis, thinking, what do I got to do next?
But Mansfield
down my former tag team partner.
You got to look, though, the injured leg, though, of Maximilian. The thing that put him away for such a time now is still hitting him. Whoa! Hey, easy there with the saliva.
The crowd was chanting Maxi Pad. It actually made him spit on them.
Oh, you can see, though, he's almost like a wounded animal. He's trying to hide that injured leg. Oh!
Yeah, smart move to work on the wheel for sure. But it looks like both these guys got messed up wheels now.
Again, pinpointing. He's got a target on that left leg. The same leg that dished out the devil's tail is the exact same game plan Jeremiah Fresh went to last week. And while it worked for a little while, again, it's that split second where you can hit it out of nowhere that truly changes the game. And Maximilian knows it can come out in a moment's notice, trying to neutralize this devil.
But we've seen Diego pull that move off with a hurt leg before. What he did was he just threw both feet into the spin and jumped off the ground completely instead of just planting on his foot.
Well, element of surprise is not here at this point. Who knows if Maximilian might be able to have him scouted for it, but he's got him up high. Nope. Able to reverse out of it for Devil's Tail.
Looking for it.
That was an attempt.
Ducked it under. Oh, looking for the former move of Montclair, the bomb electric. Montclair no longer looking at Maximilian, who is getting pummeled in the corner as Diego Valance, again, so aggressive, has to the count of 5, but again, Logan, very uncharacteristic of Diego. Again, could the aggression begin the better of him?
Well, and Scarlett just did him a favor. He actually didn't break on 5, and instead of DQing him, she just put her hands in there and kind of pulled him off. That could have been the end of this match if Scarlett didn't show any discretion there.
Look at that! A 5 count doesn't matter when you have that kind of animosity you're dealing with.
Spit in my eye, shame on you! Again, ground and pound, continuing to lay in the fist.
Again, Scarlett's got to physically step in to get Diego to break.
Attacking the injured knee of Diego Valance.
He's got him up high. Lines him up. Oh, perfect.
bomb electric, and he's not done.
As I said, that would do it if he went for the pin. This might be a mistake here picking him up.
No,
he wants to put him away.
He doesn't want the pin. He wants to squeeze the life out of him.
And look at Diego can't even stand up. There's no way he can resist this move.
Just like he did some months ago.
A 1 in a million lock right now.
Yeah, that backflip counter is not going to be an option this time.
Diego, life not in him.
Maybe the audience can try and pull something out of him. Diego's got one more chance.
Finally found his due.
This is it.
No!
That's it. It's over.
What a win.
Your winner by way of submission and new owner of the United States, the Millennium Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, Max MPW.
Well, he didn't just beat the man, he broke him. And that's something we've never seen happen to Diego before.
A dismantling of the handsome devil, which can only be done by the man who is 1 in a million, who now will get an MPW Heavyweight Championship title shot whenever he wants in January, and he's got 2 more opportunities to cash that shot in. He made a deal with the devil, and he walked away with the spoils.
Diego's still out there on the canvas there. He's just kind of starting to come to a little bit. He's got cobwebs in his brain right now. And Maximilian's over there. He's got a shot at the belt in the next 2 weeks. Things could not have worked out better for him.
We could be looking at your next MPW champion.
Well,
if I'm Busio, who is fresh off of 12 title defenses, who has been through the ringer, who clearly is not at 100%.
This is not the guy you want to wrestle next.
Absolutely not. Mon chéri, Busio.
Busio.
Oh.
Next Friday.
Wow.
At Heavy Rain.
On a shot.
I'm cashing this in.
Well, leaving no mystery to it. Next week.
A new MPW champion. 1 in a million. Max a million.
You know, I respect the fact that he's not going to have any nonsense. He just let Busio know, you got a week to think about wrestling me and defending your MPW World Championship against me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so much on the line in just 1 week for Heavy Rain. The MPW Championship will have Busio going head-to-head against 1 in a million, Maximilian. Followed up with even a grudge match with Brendan Devine finally dogging on against Daniel Moon. And of course, Tag Team Championship on the line with a Pump Line and 2X. Danny and James Angel, and as well our National Championship Fatal 4-Way. So much in store, everything on the line in just 1 week here at MPW.
January 23rd, Heavy Rain. For those of you who have been here, this has been You've Got Mail. I have been Chase Mansfield, followed along by Logan X and Ario Amin, and we will see you next week. Thank you.